good people, how are you? Welcome to day 84 of Lyndall's Luscious Limberings. Today's our stretchy day, our chill out day. May have a small amount of stiffness in the legs from yesterday, if you're doing it yesterday, particularly over the butt and the calves and, you know, just actually the legs in general. Sorry, we'll spend a bit of time on that. I hope you're well. Thank you for joining me. Make sure you're warm, depending on where you are. And let's just get into it, shall we? So, today's playlist, day 84. 3, 2, 1, go. You may hear my neighbour next door, by the way, doing dishes. I hope it's not too distracting. Alright, just starting with feet hip width apart. And just dropping the chin down to the chest. And back up again. Now, as you drop it down, just breathe out. And just let the weight of the head feel like it's just tipping down towards the floor. And it's just allowing the area over there between the shoulder blades and down the lumbar spine to release. You can also think, rather than letting the pelvis arch up, it's relaxing down towards the floor. And just give some gentle nods, shakes. Move your head. Good, looking up. And just tip your ear to the side. Don't make this too extreme yet. Don't make it too extreme at all. Soften the knees. Keep the pelvis just hanging heavy off the spine. And gently roll around to the other side. Breathing deep into the belly. Having a feeling of hollowness going through all the muscles. Just changing sides. So opening up through the ankles, the knees, the hips, letting the spine float away from the pelvis and every single vertebra just floating away from the one beneath it, and the shoulders can expand sideways. Good, back to the first side, just give a really gentle nod. All you're really doing here is we're just shifting the stretch ever so slightly. So put your awareness into the neck and just feel as you move up and down. You can slow it right down. Just what parts of the muscles along the neck that you're stretching. You may also feel where it's reflecting elsewhere in the body as well. And go around to the other side. Same again, it's nice and easy. Really think about just allowing the shoulders to release down. Don't force them down, but particularly just disengage the muscles underneath the shoulder blades so it feels like your shoulder blades can slide down your back. Good, and just back and head from side to side. Good, coming up, just take the hand at the side and put the fingers up. Now remember, depending on how tight you are along here, just titrate where you need to go, and the head's going to tip to the side, fingers come down and then back up again, and you can unlock your knees now. Breathe into the belly. So make sure as you start you do put those fingertips down, otherwise if you go straight into the stretch with the fingers up, you can just irritate the nerves. So we're doing an ulnar nerve stretch at the moment. Keep breathing. Breathing is good. That's really nice. Now, if you're feeling like you are a little bit more stretched, just keep the fingers lightly up and just tip. Don't expect the head to go quite so far as what it's just done. Remember, we just want to go to where we find the stretch today, which is different on other days. So it's not about, ooh, yeah, I normally get my head right down to the side. No, not about that. Keep breathing. Soften the knees. Good, relax, just drop the head down, roll that shoulder out. Good, coming up, and same again, fingertips up. Remember the higher the arm, oh, do the fingers first, oh, I'm so bad. Remember the higher your arm is, the more tight the stretch is, so just, it also has a slightly different quality as well, you'll stretch slightly different places, so just have a play, see where suits you. And soften the knees. Breathing into the belly. Also relax along the front of the thighs. Nice and easy. Good. Now if you're feeling like that's warming up a little bit, keep the fingers up. Really sink your awareness into all of those areas that you're stretching, so you're listening to where the body is starting to ramp up the feeling of the stretch. Good, and just bring the head down, roll that shoulder. Good, you can roll both shoulders now as well. Good, looking up. Just take the arm above the head and support it with the other hand. Really small circles, super small with the thorax, not with the finger. So no, yes, from side on. Really not going back very far at all. This is even just as effective if you just make it a thought. So you just close your eyes and imagine you're going. You're actually still engaging the muscles on a micro level, which can be almost as effective, sometimes more, particularly if you haven't got a huge range of movement. So it's not about seeing how big you can go at the moment. All you competitive Australians. Make sure it's a perfect circle so you're breathing nice and fluidly. The quality of the movement is smooth like honey or maple syrup. Maple syrup. Maple syrup makes everything better. Clearly not everything, but you know what I mean. Go the other way. And really think about relaxing down the fronts of those thighs, particularly over the knees. And just trace the muscle up in your mind, trace it up to where it inserts over the pelvis. Think about letting go. Good, just bring that down, just roll the shoulders. And squeeze the hands too if you like. Good, and the other arm. So make sure the head's staying straight up. It's just being braced. Braced by the arms. And soften the knees. Breathing deep into the belly, right at the bottom of the abdomen. You can even imagine you're breathing up through your legs. Into the belly and then down out through the legs again. Good, and change direction. Nice and easy. Nice, perfect circle on the ceiling. If it's clunky, slow it down, make the movement smoother, smaller. And as you breathe in and breathe out, let the breath be what takes the movement around, so you're not really engaging too many muscles. Good, just let go of that and circle through the shoulders. Good, rolling down through the spine for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, bend the knees, rolling back up again. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, back down. Remember as you're going down, or as you're going up, sorry, you're either going to be breathing out to release the muscles, go up again, or breathing in and inflating the spine, the space, the imagined space between the spine and the skin, that muscle wall there. And again. And back up. Good, just place the hand in front, on top, sorry. Make sure it's not here, it's here, it's right in your midline. Your head's still straight. Bend the knees, bending over from the thorax. Relax the other arm and just trace a number 8 on that side or an infinity sign on the wall. Relax this other shoulder, it's going to want to tighten. Just keep on going back to it. And remember, this movement's coming from the upper body, it's not coming from the arm. The whole of the arm, from the tip of the finger, down your arm, through your head, to your thorax, is all one unit. And you're moving that whole unit together. Nice and smooth. Relax the other shoulder. Relax the butt cheeks. Soften the knees. And unclench your butt. Again. Good, let's just change the direction. Keep with that arm. Make sure that you're still feeling like you're extending through the top of the head from the neck, so that there's no bend in the neck. You'll start to get pain in the neck if you do. And that's bad. Good, just bring it down. Just roll through that shoulder to feel how that's opened up. And the other arm, so the arm goes to the head, bending over from the unit. That's the thorax. And again, relax the other shoulder. And nice, easy figure of 8. Unclench those butt cheeks now. You can probably squeeze them together. Nice and easy. Good, and change directions. Beautiful, coming out of that, just roll through the shoulders again. Good, reaching up and just pop out the hip one side and the other. Nice and easy. Good, rolling down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Breathe in to look forward and lengthen. Nice and easy. And out. Relax the head right down. Again, go breathing in. And out. Relax the head right down. Breathing in to look forward and lengthen. And down. Last time, breathing in, look forward and lengthen. And back down. Just relaxing down, using your hand. Just give yourself some compression over the back, either using a cupped hand or the side of your thumb or the heels of your hand, whichever works best for you. Really thinking about going up either side of the spine. You can spread out over the pelvis. Make sure you don't hit a rib or don't hit a rib hard. Good, and really get the heel of the hands into those glutes. And rubbing down the legs. And down. Good, just sit yourself down. And now percussion across the thighs. Oh, that's good. 20 above and below the knee. And down the leg. Then just get the muscle and try like you're trying to roll it either side of the bone. And what you can do is actually going down over the tops of the knees. Just really get a bit more pressure in there. Just get a bit of heat as you're rolling the muscle. And anywhere that's a bit sore, just put a bit more pressure into it. Good, and then the same over the calf. Just try and move it away from the bone, give it a bit of a shake. And get those thumbs in there, find the sore bits. There might be a sore bit right there. There might not, but there might well be. Good, and the other leg. Just give it some percussion. Good, 20 above and below. And down the leg. And then roll it out. Really get in there. Going over a bit over the knee. Get some warmth, get some movement. And down the calf. Shake it out from the bone. And rolling it around using the thumb, getting into those sore bits. Might need a little bit more love after the session's finished. Just go back to that calf. Give it some joy. Shake out the foot like you're trying to get money out of it. Heaven knows we all need it. And the other side. Oh, lovely. And now roll onto your backs. Oh. And bring your legs up. Just start by relaxing the sacrum into the floor. Lengthen the neck on the floor. Let the shoulder blades melt into the floor. And if it could, imagine the sternum, the breastbone could also melt into the floor. And just don't pull too hard, just allow the weight of the elbows to allow a slight amount of traction, softening over the diaphragm. And super gentle circles. And circle the other way. Circling back the first way, if you feel like you're warming up, indulge in that. You can also get a nice feeling of massaging the small of your back on the floor as you go around here. Stay on that side. Breathing deep into the abdomen. Good, go the other way. Don't let it go too big at the start. Remember you worked there gradually with the other one, other side. One more set, circling around. Good, just pull the toes back. Don't make this too tight, just lengthen towards the ceiling. And just going to go toes out, heels out, toes out, heels out. But rotate it from the hip, not from the ankle. Good, just stay with the toes pushed out for a second. Good, knees in and circle again. Circle the other way. Beautiful. Just put the right knee down, left leg over the top, and do our favourite hip movement. Might be a little bit of tightness through there. I'm not sorry. I have to say, I personally felt great after leg day yesterday, so yeah. Good. Through the legs and wag the tail like a dog. And just relax the sacrum down to the floor. Just find release through the body. Make sure your neck's lengthened out so your chin is slightly tucked. And teeny tiny circles, very small. Circling the other way, still teeny tiny, so small. Oh, that sunshine. Good, pull the toes back and stretch up towards the ceiling. Lengthening through the heel, pulling the toes back. Good, release some of that and go back to now twisting through the hips. If you need to, use your hand to help do, so the whole leg is rotating, not just the ankle. Good, knee in. Relax the other hip down into the floor, send the other leg away. And change over. What did we start with? This one. So just opening up through the hip joint. Be nice and gentle with yourself. You deserve it. Good, and reaching through either for the shin or for the thigh, depending on how tight you are today, and wag your tail. Happy stretching dogs.
Beautiful, relaxing down. Just allow the weight of the arms to start to stretch, breathing into the muscles, which of course is impossible, but it's a concept that allows you to relax. Good, now super tiny circles. And circle the other way. Beautiful. Just bend the toe towards the shins and lengthen the heel towards the ceiling. Breathe into that. It's dynamic, so we're still pulling, we're always pushing up. This one, relax down. Good. Just take off some of the juice off the pullback and just rotate that inner hip joint. Good. Bend and stretch. Is anyone old enough to have known romper room? Bend and stretch. Good. Just bring the knees in, arms to the side, and just gently taking yourself from side to side. Using the breath, so breathe out to move. And if you're feeling good about this, then you can just also send the head in the opposite direction. I feel like going at the speed I'm going today. You might not feel like that. Go the speed you want. I just feel like I need to mobilize a bit more rather than stretch. That's why I'm still just moving side to side at a relatively higher pace. But that's me. You might want to linger on one side longer than the other. Good. Knees up and keeping the heels together, the feet together. Just allow the legs to pop to the side. Now your back will want to arch. That's cheating. That's alleviating the stretch here. What we want to do is let the back sink into the floor, which will tighten along here, but that's fine because that's what we're stretching. Now just relax. So don't try and force them down. Go back and work out where you've got tension. You might have got tension through the sternum, the diaphragm. So just think about the belly button sinking deep into the floor, the breastbone sinking deep into the floor, shoulder blades lengthening out the head. And just using the hands now, just wiggle. Nice and easy. Try to seek out other areas of tension while you do this. So when the body goes under stress in a certain area, it might try and compensate somewhere else, or it might refer somewhere else. So when you're stretching, rather than just trying to focus on the area that's tight, try and have an awareness of what else is getting tight in your body, because sometimes that might be actually what's locking you up. It's almost like the whole body's connected. It's mind-blowing. Good. Use your hands to help bring the legs back in, and one final pull in now, lengthening the sacrum out towards the floor, opening out across the small of the back. You can put a bit more traction through this now if you're feeling comfortable with it. Good. Put the feet down and turn over to your side and up onto your back, the all fours. And just arch up through the spine. Stay up there and wiggle out the butt. Now take the tension out of the body. So feel like the spine is going towards the ceiling, but all the muscles are loose hanging off it. Good. Flatten off and down into a child's pose. I like to just creep the fingertips out, dig them into the floor, relax back against it. Good. Creeping the two fingertips over now to the left-hand side. Keep on stretching. And across to the other side. And back to center. Come back up, arch the back again, relax the muscles hanging off it, let the head hang down and just loosely working through. From here, staying arched, just tip back until you find a stretch between the shoulder blades. Keep that arch relaxed through the shoulders. Back in, flatten off and wiggle out. Beautiful, is it? On your butts. Left leg underneath, right leg on top, left arm over the top. And sitting tall, just gently releasing around behind. To increase the stretch, you can use your arm, and remember, if it's uncomfortable, you can also lengthen out that leg on the floor, the lower leg. Right, I feel like doing the funky way of changing this, so I'm going to curl around to the left hand side, put my hands down, stand up on both feet, tuck my right leg underneath, keep spinning around and sit down again. And sitting up tall, relax the legs through the floor. Beautiful, just keep this leg, the right leg tucked. You can either have it here, or if you like, you can take it out at a right angle, 45 degrees, and just lifting up tall. And for the moment, just want you to bend, flex, and point that foot. Good, now just keep it relaxed for the moment, and chest goes upwards and forwards, and you can just start to kind of wiggle your way down. So just ranging yourself through the different muscle engagements or different muscle ranges. Now remember, I'm not trying to force myself to the ground. All I want to do is give an opportunity for all those muscles there to stretch. So that's why I'm just wiggling a little bit from side to side. Chest is still going upwards and forwards. And you'll naturally find, well, you may or may not, naturally find that if you start to go down lower, that's great. But like I said, I just want to give them an opportunity to stretch. I'm not trying to bust out, ooh, can I put my chest on the floor? Good, bring up again. Now flex the foot and just go back down again. Good, just come up again, point the foot, go back down. And now if you feel like you want to settle into a static stretch too, I still like wiggling my chest, just because it's multitasking. But reach out long, just as far as you feel comfortable with today. And in that position, just then flex the foot. If you can reach the ball of the foot, you can give a gentle traction. Good, wherever you're in that position, just take your hand to the outside of the leg, the other hand thread it through. So it's pushing on the inside of your knee, and look around, look underneath. If you can reach the outside of the foot, then give a gentle traction. If not, just even traction on the calf is fine. So if you're up here, that's also fine. Good, just uncurl, use your hands, breathe out, come up, and just give it a bit of a shake. Good, squeeze it in, and circle the ankle. And the other way. Beautiful, changing over. So again, they can be like this or like this at right angles. And we're starting with just pointing and flexing the foot. So while you're doing this, you might feel, for example, you know, I've got a bit of tension across the knee today from yesterday. So that's why in this position, I'm just allowing, not only am I working this foot, I'm also just relaxing down this leg. Because my adductor is just a little bit angry with me.
Good. With the foot relaxed now, just ease yourself. Remember, just giving each muscle an opportunity to stretch. Chest upwards and forwards. Good, coming up. And now flex the foot and go down. Same again. Going up. Point the toe and down again. So by pointing and flexing the foot, we're just engaging slightly different muscles and relaxing others. Now, if you are feeling comfy then, just find where you want to stay in a static stretch. And then breathe through that. And then just gently flexing the foot. Again, if you can reach the ball of the foot and want to give some traction, do. And then wherever you can reach along the outside of your leg, here or here or here, on the outside of the leg, reach the other hand through. So you might be stretching here, and if you want, you can use this arm to push and help open you up. If you can reach along the leg or on the ball of the foot, then by all means, the outside of the foot gives some traction. I'm still pushing because I get this nice rotation through the ribs, which is what we're looking for. Good, use the hands to come up. And rub out the leg. Bringing that knee in, just do some circling with the ankle. And the other way. Good, alright. This one, so we're going to stretch out the inguinal area. If your knees aren't good here, sit on your butt and do butterfly flutters. Otherwise, put your shins in parallel with each other. And then onto your forearms, just gently sit back. And I am super tight in there today. This is quite an extreme stretch, so just be gentle on yourself with it. Just breathe through that. Releasing across the small of the back. Relax with the shoulders. Beautiful. Now, just leave the legs where they are. Creep forward. Wait till your belly's on the ground. Then bring the legs around. And coming up. If you're not comfortable sitting on your knees, just sit cross-legged. Just going to wiggle from side to side. And gosh, I know I say it every time, but I'm just always surprised how quickly half an hour goes. Just to finish off, you can do this also on all fours. But just get the hands, so come forward, put the hands so the fingers are pointing back and gently sit back against them just to get a stretch along the forearms. If you need to increase the stretch, take them closer into you and also just take them further forwards away from the body. Breathe through that. Good, move forwards, bend the elbows to shake them out. And then same the other way, with the backs of the hands down, take them out and then gently sit back against it. Good, tipping forward, check it out. Plop onto a loose squat. So I have got the legs a little wide. Just see if you can put your heels on the floor and suck that belly button right into the spine. To be honest, what I'm also doing is sucking in the perineum. Everyone always gets embarrassed when I talk about that. It's a medical term, it's an anatomical term. It describes an area of the body. We can all not be worried by that. Good. And then send the butt towards the ceiling and just shake it out, move around. Let the head go.
Take the legs a little wider out, just a few swings from side to side. Bend the knees, rolling up through the spine.
And there we are. Amazing. Great. Thank you so much for joining me once again. Tomorrow is core day. Yes, you love it. I love it. The world loves it. Thank you. I said thank you for joining me, but I mean it. And hope you are well between now and tomorrow. Until then, please keep yourself safe. Be kind to yourself and be kind to others. Lots and lots of love. Bye.